Lads, Thor is here and we're playing the Dwarves. And obviously on Legendary. So the first thing that I will tell you to do, get the Tinkerer's Den. And I do believe that all of you watching me can win all those free battles. So I'm gonna see you after them. Okay, now it's turn 7 and we have the Tinkerer's Den. I also have built the Armory so I could get the Runesmith. So let's get a good Runesmith. Ancient is good. Hardy is amazing. And we're sending him to Thorgrim's army. And we are going to recruit 3 units of Gyrocopters. And after that, we can go after Skarsnik. And he did in fact declare war on us. So let's just get on with it. And Skarsnik has 3 armies, 2 full and 1 recruiting. Let's put the Runesmith into the army and let's go against Skarsnik. And it's gonna be way easier since he is in Forced March. And now, let's go and fight this battle. Okay, the goblin troops are tired. We are going to move our own forces onto this hill. And they shouldn't be moving just yet. Because obviously we are the attacker and also they are waiting for their reinforcements. And we do have 2 heroes and a lord. The runes are gonna increase our damage even further on the infantry. And obviously I have been giving out the skills for the gyro bombers and gyrocopters at Thorgrim's skill tree. And I have been boosting the missile damage with the engineer skills. So let's focus on the highest threats, first being the archers, so we do not take any damage into our gyrocopters. We should have quite a lot of ammo by now, since it's the maximum skill for the lord. And then we have some restocks. So let's kill all the archers. After that, let's kill the Arachnarok. And let's speed it up. I wish they didn't stand in the forest, but it's gonna be fine. They are not that deep inside. And gyrocopters are just a magnificent unit. And it's actually better if they rout off the battlefield than die completely, because it's gonna delay their reinforcements quite a bit if they are caught running away. Unfortunately, they do have quite a lot of ranged units in the second army, but it's not gonna be the problem in the end. And our main army also should be able to hold their ground quite well, because a lot of the goblin forces are tired. And let's focus back on the Arachnarok. And since Skarsnik is tired, he shouldn't be any problem to Thorgrim to deal with. And let's speed it up even further. Okay, the Arachnarok is done for. Let's actually kill it so it never has any chance to rally. Hello, units, come on. Yeah. Again, the pathfinding for post 8.1 is terrible. Sometimes you just order your units to attack something and they don't do anything. Or a unit can just decide that it will partially attack and partially just do something weird. Like going away on a trip with half of the unit. And now let's focus on Skarsnik. It will debuff the goblin forces even harder if he dies. Okay, and he will be dead soon. Actually, now we have to pull back with one of the units, get a restock going, and let's move the rest of the forces so they're outside of the range of the goblin archers. So now we are allowed to kill Skarsnik whenever we want. So let's focus on the pump wagons because they can break our formations and dish out a substantial amount of damage. Are you close to the Master Engineer yet? Yes, you are. Okay, and back into the fight. Focus on the Snootling pump wagons, please. I really dislike the pathfinding for the units in the recent patches. I have never experienced pathfinding like this before. And their main forces are getting close to our main force, but their main force is scattered all around. And as I said, most of their units are tired. Okay, so let's get those out of the battle. The other unit. And let's chase the other archers away, because they are gonna be running away from us. And as you see, the AI is also struggling with this bug. That's not only the player that is struggling. Before 8.1, those units would be way faster to turn around. But as you can see, the main engagement is starting. And our miners with the blasting charges are doing okay. And did I turn off the skirmish mode off? No, I did not. So let's make sure it's turned off. And let's hop back to the Gyrocopters. And we are running out of ammo on this unit, so let's send it back. Let's use the tactician on here, and let's actually send the hammers into there. Spread this unit out. Let's drop a buff for melee for our dwarves. And those should be done for really soon. Now we could kill Skarsnik with this one unit of gyros, so most of those troops start breaking. Okay, Skarsnik is dead. And Thorgrim is engaging their hero. Now we can get those over the enemy lines. We can move the remainder of our gyros. Okay, let's bomb those troops. Really good bombing run. Let's replenish the ammo of those gyros. Oh, Skarsnik just disappeared. He didn't die. Thought he died because I couldn't see him. But that is gonna change really soon. We could fortify our hammerers so they take less damage. And we could send our rune priest to hold the flank. Skarsnik is dead, so there is no one to dish out damage to Thorgrim now. Thorgrim should be fine. Let's get our gyro bombers over the enemy lines. Let's replenish ammo of the another gyros. Let's drop a melee defense buff. Okay, so those goblins are breaking. Let's bomb them a bit so they do not think of rallying. And this battle is almost won at this point. Almost everything is routing now. Let's make sure this stands this way. Okay, shoot there. And Thorgrim go after their remaining lords. By killing their remaining lords, we are gonna make sure that those units are still in the routing state. I wish you actually stopped fighting in melee. Go here. And where is the master engineer? Replenish the ammunition. Fire over there. And do we have the rune of speed yet? Yes, we do. So let's buff Thorgrim. And we could actually send extra troops to fight over there. And those are gonna be super easy to break again, because they already broke at least once. And our hammers are chasing that blob. And obviously it's all being done on very hard battle difficulty with AI cheats. But as I was saying before, it's super easy to deal with them because they are tired in the two main armies. The reinforcing army may not be tired, but it is smaller than the rest, and the garrison is never a problem because it's just some stuck units. And basically after this fight, Skarsnik is done for. There will be nothing he could do to stop us. So from now on, it's gonna be a mop-up. And if you don't want to struggle early on and want to build tall, I would just recommend that you start building Gyrocopter Doomstack. And from that point onward, this campaign is basically impossible to lose. And let's make sure that their lord dies, and let's replenish the ammo of the gyro bombers. And please kill him. Okay, he just died. If they form up before they're engaged, it's amazing, and they did. And they may still have quite a lot of reinforcements coming in, but the thing is, they will not do anything to us, because they are already shattered, or for the most part, and also we're not fighting that many of their units anymore. And as soon as most of the damaged units are coming close to us, they are just losing the morale and starting to pull out. So whenever you have to fight overwhelming forces, I suggest that you take them on by just making the AI reinforcements take as much time to come and actually fight you as you can. And let's replenish the ammo of these gyrocopters. And yeah, we'll take a big losses in this battle, but not as big as them. And the army losses are starting to trigger right now. So as you can see, all of those units are starting to lose morale as soon as they are entering the battlefield. Because we just killed so many of them that the game starts to think that we are just gonna win. And could I pull out this unit of Quarrelers? It would be huge because they still can dish out quite a lot of damage. And our Master Engineer, let's replenish the ammo of the Gyro Bombers. And let's fly the Gyro Bombers over their ranged units and bomb them. Actually, how much damage will you do to the squeaks? Let's do a experiment. And you do a lot of damage against squeaks. Okay, good to know. And now bomb once, bomb twice. Okay, and now let's reform the main force, because the goblins are starting to reform. And soon we should be done. Okay, we lost our ranged troops. And Thorgrim is fighting with the snootling pump wagons. And they're just gonna escape, or are they? Maybe not. And we do not have any more replenishments for our army. Let's keep on cycling our gyros so they are not getting hit for free. And Thorgrim, do debuff those forest goblins. And in this battle, all your troops except for the Air Force are expendable. And even if you would happen to lose this battle, the thing is, you could just escape. Just escape now, because their army is basically shattered. Please continue moving. So even if we lost, we have killed so many of them that we could take the loss and escape and fight them yet another fight, because we'll get our ammo back, and getting our ammo back is huge. And I need a bombing run over those forces here. So let's do the first bombing. Don't have bombs, you are fighting their pump wagons. Let's buff the troops, and we only have the big bombs now. And let's drop another batch. And as you can see, now we are fighting the troops that are not exhausted. So it's a bit more tricky, but it's still gonna work out fine. And they are breaking. They are breaking. Okay, get on top of those. Send those in. Make sure that they're gonna run away. And this is actually okay to send your gyros to fight in melee with the goblin archers. But don't do that to the other boys. Other boys are gonna shred your gyros. But the thing is, Skarsnik cannot recruit orcs. So you're not even gonna have to think about that, just eliminate all the ranged troops that you can. And our heroes and a lord are gonna carry this. And we have found the ranged units. Actually, it's out. You got out away from the squigs. They are engaged by our melee now, so we can pull out and go after this unit of archers. Could you please get out of there finally? And let's form around our lord. Because obviously, around our lord, we're gonna have more morale. And we still do have one bombing run left in us. And let's bomb soon. Are we over them? No. And where are our gyros? They are there. Alright. And we have lost. We have lost. There have been a bit too many of them. But as I said, even if we lose this battle, we are not finished. Because we can retreat, we can regroup, and after that, we are absolutely fine. Let's see how many of them have we killed. We have killed 80% of them, and we're gonna get extra ammo, we're gonna get replenishment in our territory, and we can take them out. So we may have lost a lot of units here, but for this strategy to work, we don't really need those. And we can start going towards there. He isn't gonna get replenishment because he's in forced march and he's in this terrain, and that terrain doesn't let you to replenish. And now let's get some more gyros. We can give out more levels. And let's give Thorgrim the Grudge against the Foul. And full plate armor. And the Master Engineer is gonna get Triangulation and Requisition. So in the next battle, we are gonna have way more ammo than our enemy. I mean, that made no sense, but we're gonna have we're gonna have more ammo. Just more ammo than we used to have. And let's do Rune of Speed and Rune of Wrath and Ruin. So we can dish out some damage with our Runesmith. And let's keep the turn. And now the AI thinks that they can take us on with only this army and a war that they started, but they cannot. So now let's hide all our forces in the forest and let's start a battle. Let's send our troops against theirs. Let's eliminate the snootling pump wagons first. And then the battle is gonna be almost over because there will have nothing that can dish out damage against us. Actually, let's eliminate those archers first. And I missed this. Not that much, okay. I thought I missed more. And let's send the Gyro Bomber against their Snootling Pump Wagons, and the Gyrocopters are gonna be shooting at the archers, and actually good bombing run in here. And I may be using word actually way too often at this point, so let's try and stop. But as you are seeing already, they are gonna be killed before I run out of ammo. And let's speed it up, because this battle is not gonna be hard unless I let them shoot at me for free. And let's eliminate those gobos. And let's move to this flank. Let's slow it down and perform a bombing run. And by the way, they are gonna have a hard time finding me. They are gonna go around the entire map trying to find me. And I'm hiding in the forest. So it's gonna take them quite a while to actually engage me. Okay, so they did get damaged quite a bit. Let's get away from those archers. Are those Orcarer boys? Yes, they are. Yeah, so the one thing to watch out, I said they shouldn't have the Orcarer boys. That is, unless they do have a wall, their wall can have the Orc units. But until they get Karakate Peaks, they cannot recruit regular Orc units unless it's a Regiment of Renown. And their archers are gone. And now they will start thinking that they have to look for us because they just lost all the means to deal with those gyros. So sometimes, if the ranged unit is damaged enough, it is wiser to actually let it leave and allow them to dish out a bit of damage to us. Because the enemy forces will not look for you. Okay, let's leave those pump wagons. They should not be an issue for our troops if they are standing in the forest. And also it's gonna be hard to catch them, especially since we do not have fire whilst moving just yet. And yeah, as for the technology, you should go and get the gyrocopter buffs, and after that you can LARP as the dwarves however you want, even on the legendary difficulty. And let's speed it up. Maybe killing their lord will force some of those units to rout. And it will. And let's continue. Okay, let's slow it down for a moment. Let's drop this buff. Let's fortify the unit and let's send then Thorgrim against them. And their main force is almost done for. So let's kill this unit as well because it's the general of the wall. And if it gets routed, it will debuff the enemy morale as well. And now we basically won. And they may send yet another army against us, but it's not gonna be anything hard to deal with. Okay, let's get closer to the Master Engineer and let's replenish this ammo, because getting more ammo into our units is also working in favor of our balance of power. Let's drop Wrath and Ruin over there, and it should rout this blob, and it's the victory. Alright, see you in the post-battle screen. Okay, and now we take replenishment, we heal up our forces a bit, and we prepare for yet another attack. And this attack happens straight after, and we do exactly same thing as we did before. And I'm not even gonna be showing this because, as you already saw, this battle is no challenge at all. I was not going to record it, but I am gonna record this. This drop is glorious, and the AI does shuffling like that for some reason, and it's just so satisfying to abuse it. Okay, and that's another army gone, and let's replenish again. Our gyros will be back to full strength. We'll get yet another gyro after this. And Vlad just decided to declare war on us. I'm gonna decline this. And let's go on with the turn. I am going to refuse. And a quest has been issued. Yeah. Whatever. And now, Thorgrim is level 9. Let's give him Road Marcher. And let's give him a Grimnir's Heirs. And let's get Requisition. And we have one more Gyro. And we have a bit more ammo now. So those armies are no threat at all. And our Master Engineer is gonna get sharpening the weapons, which is gonna increase the damage of our gyros. And then we could go and upgrade the Rune of Wrath and Ruin as well. So it's gonna be refreshing faster. And I'm not gonna be recording those battles because they are gonna be super easy. So see you after they are done. Okay, and at this point, just recruit a extra lord in this army, can be whatever, but I generally don't like rune lords. I prefer the demon slayer or lord. And you recruit them here, you recruit more gyros, you support Thorgrim's army and get some, oh, rangers, amazing. And then you go and take World's Edge Archway. By the time you take it, you should have this army already recruited 6 Gyrocopters, and then you go take Mount Gunbad. And with the Mount Gunbad, the Dwarves have so much economy, especially if you boost it with the deeps, that you can just do whatever you want from then on in this campaign. It's impossible to lose that campaign after you took the Mount Gunbad and you have a gyrocopter stack running around. Or you don't even really have to make a stack. 5 gyrocopters with whatever army composition that you want will pull its weight. And if you enjoyed this, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and drop a comment about anything that you would like to ask me. And see you in the next episode.